All right. Sarah, why don't you kick us off here today and then we'll hop on in.
Sure thing. So, we have been doing these monthly customer success webinars, and we're going to continue doing those throughout the year, letting you guys know what's new inside of the product, things that are going to help you become even more efficient and really speed up your pipeline. But today, we figured with it being January, let's take a moment, let's look back at all the value that has been added over the last year. There might have been some things that you missed, but we want to make sure they're on your radar. And then we can also start to plan for the future. What things are coming to FollowUp CRM that you can look forward to and kind of prepare your team for? Maybe you're the one person from the office who's able to jump on today. We'll make sure that we record this as well and send it out tomorrow. You can always reach out to our customer success team through the help channels, and we'll provide that information again at the end. But without any further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Eric to walk us through this 2025 roadmap.
All right. Yeah, super excited to see a lot of you here. Chris, Jerry, Edward, Rick, Thad, all the AI assistants. I see a lot of AI
Yeah,
assistants
really.
joining. Yeah, I have to kick mine out almost in every meeting. You think we would be smart enough to know that eventually. But yeah, super excited to share with you. So we're going to do two things today. We're going to talk about what we did in 2024 and then what's coming in 2025. So at any time, anyone in the chat, there's a lot of people here. So just throw your questions in there. If I see it, I'll try to hit on it. But if not, please follow up with us and, email your CSM, Christine, Isaiah, me, or Sarah. We'll also follow up with everybody on email with the recording of this call. So let's hop in because we have a lot to cover. Okay, so 2024 review and what's coming. So we did so much in 2024. We actually roll new enhancements and features out probably every 2 weeks or so. Now, most of these are small little tweaks and changes, but we're going to talk about the major enhancements. So we did countless like tweaks, but the features and enhancements that were really impactful, that's what we're going to talk about today. So we did a lot of enhancements on our pricing and quoting tool, where we have a whole pricing page where you can insert like a product, a description, specifications, the quantity, the rate. You can see that here. And you can access that if you have the proposal generator by clicking on these three dots right next to the section. And when you open that up, you'll see a lot of different page types, like a photo page, a spreadsheet, this quoting tool, and many others, like a PDF upload. But this was one that some of our customers requested, and we worked with a couple of customers on to get that done. So that was a really nice feature that we were excited about. Project comments update. So this one's really nice on the project page on the bottom. We have just a historical record of every change on the project. But what we did here is give you a way to customize what is able to be viewed on these historical updates. So you can see here, maybe I am the sales manager and I just want to see the emails going back and forth. I could come in here and say, just the emails or just the communication, and then save and apply that. And now my project history is only that. Maybe I want to see all the follow-ups that were completed and when they were completed. I could filter it to that. Or maybe I just want to see a particular user and their personal interactions. That's where you have the user field and you can filter by user. So really nice way just to get to the data that you want fast, and also this search bar right up here. So really cool feature. It really made this experience a lot better. One thing that was really nice about this update was this, we call it threads, where let's say I put a note in, I can communicate and add a comment replying to this comment. That way, like we can almost have like a chat or a communication about a particular topic right in the thread. So that one was a really good update. And so almost like an email thread back and forth. So that was pretty cool. Integrations. Everything was about integrations. Last year, we really enhanced our Vista integration, Spectrum, all of the integrations here in the ERP section, and a lot more to come, this year. So we basically have the workflows pretty dialed in for all of our major integrations, but now that we have the data flowing back and forth, we want to be able to provide insights and analytics based off of that data. So that's something that's coming here in 2025. Custom dashboard and reporting. This was probably the biggest feature of last year. This is available if you're on the professional plan. And if you're on the professional plan and you do not see it in your reporting section, then let us know and we'll turn that feature on for you. This basically is a feature that if you can think it, you can design it utilizing your data. You can see here, like if you want to see a map of all your projects, whatever it is, you can design. One thing that's really nice that I like is a heat mapping type feature where you can say, we bid all these projects, but we win this type of project most often. And that way you can throw all your one projects onto this heat map and identify, okay, we do really well with like $50,000 projects versus, $2,000 projects or something like that. So the great part about this feature is that you can really go to town, right? And so it's a complex feature. So if you need any assistance with that, let us know. And we can help design and curate the report that you're looking for. So really great feature there. Part of that is that we have a smart reporting AI. When you design a report like here, one of these drop downs allows you to chat with the report, which is really neat. And what that allows you to do is say, what project was my largest project of the year? And then it will search the data and come up with that answer. So it gives you a chat interface so that you can speak to your data and get the insights that you're looking for. So that was an exciting feature. Automations enhancements. This was a really great upgrade to the automations. Some of the upgrades that we did were like time-based automations and event-based automations. And what that means is, let's say you have a top 10 customer list, and you want to make sure that somebody on that top 10 customer list is being contacted once a quarter. And that's where the time-based automation comes into play, where you can say, I want to reach out to Joe, on the first of every quarter of, every 3 months. And it will either set up an automatic follow-up for you, and that email can go out for you automatically, or it can trigger a sales activity that goes to your activity dashboard, reminding you to reach out to Joe. Right. So automations is I think it's underutilized. To access automations, if you don't have it already, you just click on your profile and you'll see the drop down it'll say automations. Play around with it. We have some pre-made automations that are popular and out of the box, ready to go for you. And once you click on a pre-made automation, you're able to customize it from there, right? So here's an example of an automation. When a project is updated, then email, this user about, the project details, whatever it is, right? So automations, at the end of the day, you could think about it as an if-then statement. If this happens in the system, then take this action. And that's what automations is in a nutshell. So really excited about that. Super, massive upgrade on that part of the system. Project AI. Last year, this year, the future is all about AI, right? One of the AI features that we have built in with um, on the project page is our project AI. And basically, what this allows you to do is to summarize the project and all the data around the project into an easy to use um, format. So I had a customer reach out to me and say that once the project was won, they clicked summarize project with AI, and it did just that. And it essentially put together a package of the project with the details, important comments, important information. And then they passed that off to their service manager, and they were able to create a work order basically out of this AI feature. And he said that it eliminated the need for him to have to hire a whole person, this coordinator, to be the in between between the service department and the salesperson. So with this summarization feature, they were able to just click the button and send it off to the service person. So that was pretty neat. Business development AI. This is an exciting feature. You can see here my name in the system, and then this button that says research with AI. Basically, what this feature does, it scours the internet and finds any kind of relevant professional information and puts it into the follow-up contact area. So it could save you, 30 minutes, an hour of research so that you can intelligently reach out to the prospect or to the customer knowing about them. So you can see here, Eric Vargas affiliated with FollowUp CRM, and then it tells us a little bit about FollowUp CRM, right? So it gives some background knowledge that is found of me on the internet. It's pretty cool. So it does a lot of that research ahead of time so that you can go and reach out to your customers. So definitely check that out. If this is not getting the accurate results that you are looking for when it comes to the business development research, there might not be a lot on the internet, but with every OpenAI update, we are updating this research assistant basically so that it can rescour the internet and find the latest information. So we're excited about that. Business card scanner. So this is really nice if you're using the mobile device. We have this new button right up here. So when you're entering a new contact, you can click on this button and then you'll see a new contact button. You click on new contact, and then we have this business card scanner. So if you're out at a trade show, at an ABC event, or wherever you're at, and you capture a card, this will open up the camera on your phone, and you scan the business card, and it automatically enters in a new contact for you. So you don't have to type anything in. It's done for you automatically. Pretty neat. If the contact is related to an existing company already in the system, it will just add them to that company. So there's no duplicate entry there. So really nice feature there. Any questions so far? I don't see too many questions.
No, just positive feedback so far. And
Great.
if you didn't hear about some of these before today, don't beat yourself up. Eric has walked you
Yeah,
through how you can get started with them. The idea is that, we're making your lives easier as much as possible. So start to test these things out. And like Eric said, it will just continue to build on top of itself and get better this year.
awesome. So, wow, that's a lot. And we're not using it, to Sarah's point. So I want to just kind of pause. There's so much there. Every year we're, really investing in the product for your benefit. And I want to just pitch Christine's team. She's all-star managing our customer success team and really helping you guys with onboarding, training, We have some offerings here that you can reach out to her at any time. And some of those offerings could be like an integration setup and rollout. Maybe you want a new user training or a new champion training. Maybe you just got a new VP of sales or somebody at the company that you really want to own the system. We can do that. We can do an automations setup and rollout. Sometimes our customers will come to us and say, I want to have this, this, and this automated. We'll help you and train you how to get those up and running and get those going. Reporting workshop. Um, not everybody is a data analyst, right? Because that's what you like almost need nowadays with all these reporting capabilities. But we are, so we can help you set those reports up and have it configured the way you like, and or just like a general Q&A. Maybe you want to spend some time on your QBR with Christine and team to just get more value out of the system. We're here for that whenever you need. So
And like you said
before,
earlier, Eric,
yeah,
I'm going to pull this back really quick and say the example you gave was that by using the tool more and its new capabilities, there have been a reduction in the amount of time that your team has to spend on some like menial task, or even having a person step in to be the link between sales and service. So it's an investment in professional development that's definitely going to see dividends.
yeah, absolutely. So now, like before we get into like 2025, I want to talk about how we're building follow up, how we get feedback from customers, and then how do we take that feedback and roll it out into features. Because follow up was, if you've been with us for many years, it was started by a commercial roofing contractor, and now it's built by construction companies all over the country. So, how do we build follow up? How do we prioritize our features? Right here in the bottom right hand side, you'll have a help icon within the system. And here you can suggest a feature, check out recent updates, things like that. And just, it's a help center to get you, um, to the information that you need. But whenever we hear feedback about features that we need, we take that through our upvote system. So you can put on our feature suggestion board, oh, I want to see this or that, right? And then the rest of our customers and the rest of our user base vote on that feature. And that's how it gets prioritized and escalated because, of our, I believe, 7,000 users, everybody can vote on, what's going on, right? All right, 2025, let's get into it. Kanban board view. I'm super excited about this one. Highly requested by people. Right now, a lot of people like the lists, but we're going to give you another way, another perspective to manage your project stages. And that's what Kanban is. It basically takes your rows and columns and then flips it into a more actionable type perspective, right? So right here, you can see this is an example of your statuses. Now, every follow-up company has different statuses up here. And these are going to be your projects, right? And so you're going to be able to see, let's say, for example, you have active, hot, or active, warm, hot, and contract statuses. You'll see all your projects by status in this type of view. And then it's a drag and drop feature so that you can say, okay, this project has moved from active to warm. And then you can just drag and drop that into the next status. And then, from here to a sold contract. Some people like this perspective. So we're building that out so you can see the projects how you want to see it. Chad likes that.
Yes, he does.
So does Elvin. That's good. I like it. See, everybody likes the Kanban. That's so surprising. I'm a list kind of guy. But hey, we do what you guys want at the end of the day.
With them, I like to see the progress.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it depends on like what you're doing. Like my to-do list, I like to see this way. But when I'm analyzing data, I like to see a list. So both perspectives are good depending on, where you're trying to get done. Elvin likes this feature too. Cool. All right. Next, the inbox. So we are going to be rolling out a new feature called the inbox. And this is going to be in the activities tab. So right now in your activities tab, you have your um, sales activities and you have your contacts activities categories on the left-hand side. And that's basically your to-do list. But what we're rolling out is something called the inbox, which is going to sit on top of that. And this is going to be basically like a notification center. Okay. So all of your to-dos are going to be in one place so that you can get your follow-ups done faster, review and manage your notifications, reply to comments and updates, see and reply to project emails, and we're going to optimize it with AI. So just imagine this. Right now in the activities tab, you have, let's say you have 10 follow-ups to do today. Right now, you have to click into the project and then follow up with them, right? But in the inbox, what we're going to do is you're going to click on the project and it's going to expand on that page. So you can email them right from your inbox or your activities tab and bang out 10 follow-ups in like 30 seconds, right? So you're going to be able to do that really fast. And let's say, if you're utilizing the comment feature, in construction, you work together as a team between the estimator, the project manager, the sales guy, the admins. And on one project page, you might have, 4 or 5 people in the comments of the project putting an update. So every time somebody updates the project, you're going to get a notification, right? So that everybody's on the same page, right? So this is going to bring efficiency and it's going to bring communication together like never before. Super excited about that. Chad likes Kanban too. Epic. I love it.
The people want to know when we think it'll be ready. I know we can't
Oh,
do
I
it.
know. I know I
Yeah,
get people excited. This is always the question. So
coming soon.
yeah, very soon. Actually, Kanban, it's in development right now. And so and hold me to this. We're looking for the first week of March for the rollout. So we're excited about that. Marketing automation. This is something that is going to be one of the biggest features next year that we're super excited about. So what you can send follow-up emails right now that we call them transactional emails, basically, where it's directly from the user. But if you're using something like MailChimp or Constant Contact, one of those kind of emailing tools, you're not going to need that anymore. You're going to be able to do all of that within follow-up. So you can create a list and send out like a newsletter type campaign out to all your contacts within FollowUp CRM. So this is going to save you guys a lot of money because you're not going to have another kind of email newsletter software. And then the magic comes when you get to see your email newsletter go out, and then in the profile of your contact within FollowUp CRM. So you'll get basically a full perspective of all your communications, marketing and sales and pipeline management, all within one software. So we're super excited about that. More AI, of course, more AI, right? Everyone likes AI. So analytics AI. So two things that we're doing around AI and follow-up is number one, reporting suggestions. If you're using follow-up for like over a year, there's so much data in there. There's activity data, there's contact data, there's financial data. There's so much in there, right? And what we're doing with all this data is we're going to be able to say, okay, we suggest that this report would be good for you to take a look at, right? This helps solve the problem of where do I start with reporting, right? How do I even get started? Like, I don't even know what questions to ask when it comes to reporting. That's what reporting suggestions AI is going to do. So on the reportings page, you're going to have a library of suggested reports that you can check out and get to know, right? Because maybe you don't even know that you should be looking at, year over year trends of your proposals going out, right? Or your contract. Maybe you didn't know that, like I'll just make up an example that August, September, October, there's a dip in the season, right? And you need to look at this report to understand that, right? So that's what the reporting AI is going to be all about. Additionally, we're going to have a project um, report analytic in a project that is able to tell you your likelihood of winning the project based off of your historical win and loss rate in follow up. So let's say you put project in 123 Main Street, and based off of the type of work, the dollar amount, the stage that it's in, all the details filled out in the project, we're going to be able to say, this project you're likely to win or you're not likely to win. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to allocate our time against an unlimited amount of resources that we need to be able to hone in on. Let's say two projects come in and I don't know which one that we're likely to win, but I'm going to focus on this one because the project AI is telling me this looks like a project that we do really well with, right? So I'm excited about that feature. Sales productivity AI. Okay, so we are additional enhancement to the inbox. We're going to be able to take all your activity data and suggest, hey, this project you haven't reached out to in 3 weeks, but you're really likely to win it. It's time for you to follow up with that project. So think of it as like a productivity sales assistant, right? Because if you are reaching out to these projects, maybe like most salespeople, you're just hammering out follow-ups, you're hammering out, connections, but we want to help you work smarter so that you can just increase your closing ratio. And we're going to do that with AI. And then business development AI, where we're going to be able to share the latest updates and the latest news. Let's say, for example, a GC that you work with just published on, the South Florida Business Journal that they just won or the bid for this project. And that's something that you guys want to act on. You're going to be able to see that within the contact page of follow-up. So AI, it's all about AI, AI. And that is what's coming here in 2025. All righty, guys. Looks like we're pretty excited. Any questions about all of this?
Yeah, go ahead and put those in the chat. I think the major takeaways are all about increasing your capacity. Comes down to working smarter, not harder, right? But really having those business insights consolidated and making sure that you're moving forward as a team, bringing all the pieces together.
Yeah, all the AI, it's going to be all about AI. I'm super excited about that. Essentially, what AI is going to allow us to do, it's not going to take our jobs, but it's going to help us not have to hire much more in the future, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so Eric, we've got a question here about the reporting that
Yes.
will come out of those marketing automations. Will they still be able
Yes.
to see like a high level of open rates, click-through rates?
Yeah, that's right. So think of Constant Contact or MailChimp, but living in follow-up. So you're going to be able to see opens, open rates, campaigns, designing your email newsletter to go out, click-through rates, all of that kind of stuff.
And then also in
Um,
the individual's record, you'll be able to see when they got this email, they opened it. When they got that email, they didn't. So maybe there's something with the subject line or, the time of day that they like to be contacted. So much information is going to come out of it.
Yeah.
What about
Um,
core updates? What do we have going on there?
Procore, yeah. So Procore, we have an integration with them now, and we're looking to further along that integration. So who asked that question? Uh, Natasha.
Natasha,
Yeah. If you have any specific questions around the Procore integration, happy to chat about that. They are updating their API at least quarterly. And so one thing that we're looking to do is a push and pull integration with Procore. Right now it's just one way push. But I would love to hear like what you would like to have with the Procore integration, because once we know what you're looking for with that integration, then we can go to and knock on Procore's door and say, hey, we want this kind of data because this is what our customers are requesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the chat's picking up a bit. So we had a
There we go.
question
Yeah.
about text messages to accompany the emails.
So text messaging, that's something that we're internally debating on right now for a Q4 release. So if it's not Q4, then it's going to happen definitely next year. Building connected. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm gonna make an executive decision. We're gonna do building connected. This is something that's been on the roadmap, and so this is why we have these webinars, because we heard whispers of building connected last year, but with the chat, we're gonna prioritize that.
Did you see the comment in here about postcards?
Yeah, I don't know about postcards, Mike. I would have to look into that a little bit. Um, so here, I see building connected Penny, Mike, and Chad. Would you guys be open to working with us on that integration so it's exactly what you guys want? Perfect.
Yep, yep,
All right. Sarah, could you write those names down here so we can reach out to them? That would be awesome.
got them.
Okay, so Natasha, what I think I'm understanding about what you're saying here in the chat is the bid board, right? The bid board that you're trying to push from Procore to FollowUp, is that right? Okay, yes. Actually, good news around that. We've been asking Procore to update their API on the bid board, and they just did it. So that's something that we're going to put on the roadmap this year for sure. Kim, fourth on building connected. We got it.
What about integrations with Zoom Info or Seamless AI? Mike is asking.
Zoom Info or Seamless AI. So we had a customer that tried to do that with Zoom Info. I believe they had to upgrade their Zoom Info account, but we could do an integration with Zapier with either of those. So basically in Zoom Info or Seamless AI, if you connect that to Zapier and then Zapier already connects to FollowUp, you can automatically create a new contact, with Zapier. So that works there.
Good to know. Okay, let's take a couple more questions. We'll be wrapping it up. Anybody else? We've covered a lot today. As you guys can see, your comments and feedback really do help us plan ahead. They don't fall on deaf ears. You just keep compounding the messaging and we prioritize it. Tracking hours by project versus average.
I'm not sure. Is that a question, Chad? I'm not really sure what you're asking there. Is there an idea of marketing automation? So yeah, we're looking at Q3 for that. If you're using a marketing automation platform right now, could you put that in the chat and who you're using? I'm just curious there. MailChimp. Okay. Yeah, that's what we thought. MailChimp, Constant Contact, anything like that. That'll be there. Okay. Yeah, Chad, you can put in there time spent on each bid versus the average. Oh, okay. You're talking about your sales activity hours. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at that and then we'll follow up on that.
That might be one of those
Yes.
interesting questions to also put into your smart AI assistant so that it searches the data for you.
Mike, here tweaking the layouts of the project screen. Yep, that's going to be a minor enhancement, but that's definitely something that we already have planned. And you're going to be able to create new modules within your follow-up project page and put whatever data you want in there, and really give you some more flexibility on these different placements of the modules.
That might be a major enhancement for Mike. Minor on our side, little lift, big reward. Okay, guys. Here's some seconding of things that have already been said. Thank you so much for your questions and your interaction today. This is getting us excited about all the work that there is to be done. Like always, when you log in that bottom right-hand corner, you can reach out to us there, or you've got our email addresses. Whoever onboarded you stays with you through your journey with follow-up. And we will send out this recording tomorrow if there's anything that you want to share with your colleagues.
Great, awesome. Thank you, everybody. Good to chat.
Bye.
Bye.